Hey guys, awesome to see you here. Today we're going to break down the trading pattern that I use, the indicators, the setups, the technicals that I use pretty much for any long-term analysis. Once I'm getting right into a stock, this is the exact trading patterns and the indicators that I've used literally for years to chart out stocks and understand where they're looking like they'll go in the future, especially with swing trades or long-term investments. I want to use my technical analysis skills. I want to understand what's happening in the marketplace based on the information that the charts are giving me, and I want to synthesize the information I get from the charts with the fundamental corporate financials to understand a holistic view of the company and then also create an incredibly accurate prediction of the price action coming in the next 3 to 6 months all the way up to the next 5 years. It just depends on the time frame of the setup, but the indicators are the same, the setups are the same, the patterns are the same. That's what I want to show you today. So I hope you guys get value from this. I really hope you enjoy it. I'm going to jump over to the computer and we're going to absolutely crush it together. So great to see you. So today we're going to start out on Thinkorswim. It's a product by TD Ameritrade. It's an absolutely amazing trading platform. I've used this thing for years. It's absolutely killer. We're on a daily chart here, and the first thing we want to look at here, we're looking at Apple, right? Huge company. Everyone knows them. I'm going to start with a daily chart, and we'll zoom out as we go. But the five things I want to have on here first are my 3 simple moving averages. So right here we've got the 200 moving average, then we've got the 50 moving average, and the 20 moving average, or the 100 and the 50. Oh man, I messed that one up. Let's do this again, okay? Neon dies a feeling, stars in hesitation, oh such a danger, oh life can't be enough. I can't deal with this song. This song's too good. Hey guys, awesome. So here we are. We're on TD Ameritrade, on Thinkorswim platform. Absolutely killer charting stuff. They don't care. Who cares? They don't care. I'll start with a weekly. A monthly? Ooh, I could start with a monthly. Oh, that's a hot chart, dude. Hey guys, awesome. So today we're here, we've got Apple stock up, right? So here we've got monthly candlesticks and we're looking at 5 things here. The first thing is the 200 moving average. This is going to be our baseline, extremely solid point on the chart that, like, if these guys hit the 200 MA, they're usually going to bounce. Something crazy is happening. This is all stuff we talk about in the book, not a big deal. The important part is that after that, we've got the 100 moving average and the 50 moving average. So if we look at these, right, this is 200 periods, this is 100 periods, this is 50 periods. This is a monthly chart, so these are months. I could change this over to a weekly chart. We would see a very interesting chart where now we have 50 weeks, 50 weeks, 100 weeks, 200 weeks, right? So now we start to see a line where, oh, okay, they've hit this 200 level before and they've bounced off it very quickly. So you can see it as a long-term, very strong support. And as you see, the 50 interweaves with the 200 a little bit, and if you look at the long term, those are very strong support levels, and when they cross, those are going to be extremely big and well contested levels of price action. Now underneath this chart we've got the MACD here. Now the MACD is absolutely killer for looking at those like longer term and shorter term setups. So here if we look at overarching trends, up down up down up down, that's going to be very, very well reflected in the MACD on this green volume here, up, red volume down, green up, red down, green up, red down. And you have these 2 lines here, the signal line and the crossover line, that are going to show you exactly where to get out of this position if you're in it. So where they cross is where you get the freak out because it's going to drop. And then when they cross again, that's when you get back in, that's when they go up. And in between, you can just kind of chill out on the sidelines, take your capital out, invest it in other assets. They're going to have more potential for gain. Same thing here. They cross, drops out, cross, get in, cross, drop out, right? You look at it historically and you think, okay, is the same thing going to happen again? And then you're looking for pattern repetition so that you can have the highest possible probability of future success. It doesn't matter if you're wrong maybe 20% of the time, if your wins are so much more valuable, and then at the same time, you're using this pattern that's geometrically set up to work in your favor with probability and statistics so that you can take all these trades, and as long as you use the right setups, it doesn't matter what happens because in the long term, you're going to succeed with high probability of success. Same thing here when we look at stochastics. When you see this line here, this red line get to 20, that's this lower line right here all the way at the bottom, boom, it hits right back up. Same thing here. You see this line, it gets super low, boom, it hits right back up. Same thing here. You see this thing, it gets super low, boom, it gets back up. You want to look for that pattern in these 2 indicators. These are very strong below the line indicators. Same thing with these above on the chart indicators. Very, very strong levels, very, very strong indicators on the monthly setup here on Apple. Same thing here. If we go into the weekly, we're going to see these same things, but they're going to be a little bit sped up. So You see this right here. It's a little bit faster movement up here. Same thing, a little bit faster movement. You don't have as solid of a signal as you zoom in with these grandeur indicators. They're more, you know, you got to zoom out a little bit. You got to think about how it's going to work. And you can game it. You can definitely game it. You see this crossover here? Bam, amazing trade. You get out after they cross over again. See this here? Bam, crosses down, same thing. You can still use it. It's just more active. Now you're getting into it. Now you're going to actually see much quicker returns without having to wait, freaking 4 years to get money back out of the market. You're looking at this. This is like a 2-month trade. This is a swing trade. This is a killer position. The position is something that is going to expand over time as your skill set expands. And what you want to do is kind of move into, more active positions, more short-term positions. And those are going to help you create those longer term consistent gains using a higher short-term growth rate. So with that said, we've got these set up here, and I want to transition now over to Yahoo Finance just because it's a little bit easier to get this stuff set up just in front of you guys. So I know everyone can use Yahoo Finance, right? The first thing I want to show you right here is the news. All right, if you're a long-term investor, just freaking never look at the news in your life. I mean, almost never. Like, it's the whole chapter of it in the book, and I talk about news and principles and using them as a disciplined investor to create real savings and retirements. But like, the important part here is to just literally don't even just don't look at it. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to look at here are the key statistics. We break these down in the stock classes on here. We break these down in the courses. We break these down in the book. These are going to be your key fundamental indicators. So alongside this chart pattern, especially with swing trades, long-term investments, you want to understand the company you're investing in. So this is GE. This is not a, it's a different company, whatever. You look at the earnings. Okay, these guys are losing money. That's probably not good. But you know what? Maybe they have a really good chart pattern. Who knows? I want to understand the financials just a little bit more before I get into that chart, because that chart is going to be the gateway in a technical analysis. And once you get into the gateway into technicals, you can really start to get carried away because these things look amazing. So you want to understand the financials before you get into a longer trade position, because you don't want to buy a stock and then the thing goes bankrupt 4 months later because you didn't research the financials. So if we look at this, you got consistent long-term gross profits look good. Income looks good. Ops, these guys had a bad year last year. The growth earnings looks a little bit freaking messed up. Personally, I've read the annual report on GE. To find that, I type in GE annual report, and then I click the first thing that comes up, which is the annual report. And you click the, download the annual report, and you can read they actually had a little bit of a problem with their management. So all that happened was all of their industries got separated. They're having bad management, bad profit margins. It was a whole shabak. The news media, they were all over it. But if you look here just on Yahoo Finance, looking at the balance sheet, they still have their cash equivalents. The total assets are decreasing, but they still got $300 million, which is a billion. Yeah, so $300 billion, because all numbers are in thousands. So these guys are freaking huge. They're making $120 billion in net revenue, losing literally $22 billion a year, which is kind of freaking crazy. Their annual report is how you would really get deeper insights into those fundamentals, especially if you're long-term investing. But we're here for charts, right? We're here to get these technical patterns indicators. So you just get a brief idea. You understand the grasp. You look at these guys. They're losing a little bit of money. That kind of sucks. Cash flow will give you a great final understanding of, okay, these guys lost $22 billion last year. That kind of sucks. But let's see how the charts look, okay? So here's the really, really cool part. You get in Yahoo Finance, you get your charts up, and same thing as earlier, right? You started out here. We had everything here. This was a little bit much because I want you guys to start from a grander sense of this is the end goal. This is where we're starting. So back here, right, we've got a little bit of the same stuff, a little bit of different stuff, all right? I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff, and I'm going to gradually add it back in because I want you guys to see the power of it. And I just want to start simply because I want you guys to understand why we're doing this and how we're doing this. So what I've got here is the 200 moving average on a weekly start, and I've got stochastic. Stochastic here, these are kind of choppy, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I can't read that. I don't know what that freaking means. So I'm going to just zoom out a little bit, get a better sense of what I'm looking at here by zooming out. And I see, oh, okay, these guys were under the 20 level, but they just broke through. That's a really, really good, strong buy signal. Last time that same thing happened, they went from their lows of $10 to $20, $30. That's huge. Last time it happened here after the 01 crash, they were all the way down to this level, and then they broke out. After they broke out, they went from $20 to $30, $40. That's huge, right? So historically, this has been a very, very good entry point. I mean, personally, I bought this thing at $8. They're freaking cool. It's GE. But besides that, right? So let's look. I want to add that 100 moving average. So all I do is click moving average. I type in 100. I want to change the color a little bit just to be a little more clear. And voila. So we're looking here at a crossover. That was kind of screwed up. But 100 moving average crossover is not as huge of a deal. I'm going to look more at the 50 monthly moving average crossover. And here you see it kind of freaking dropped down here. That was when it had this huge crash in 08. Same thing here. They were so close to breaking out, but they failed the resistance. They broke down. that would be a terrific opportunity to short because it showed weakness as it tried to break that 200 moving average with the 50 monthly. Same thing here. You see the last time the 50 actually crossed 100. It looks like the stock dangled a little bit, but then it went up. Same thing here. This 50 is crossing the 100, dangled a little bit. That's the monthly chart. So we zoom in on a swing trade. Maybe we're looking at a daily chart, okay? Same thing. We see this amazing convergence here. If we actually take out our draw tool, we can draw a wedge here. So, boom. And if I want to take this price level here, that's just using your candlestick setup. So these, underlying technical setups are really what enable you to start your candlestick setups and absolutely crush it because you have the clarity and sense of mind that you know what you're doing. And once you know what you're doing, you can draw these setups to say, okay, this is a pretty symmetrical triangle. This is like chapter freaking 23 of the book. I don't know. I think so. And it's like, okay, so we have to see where this is going to break out now. Now, considering what we just looked at historically, we can expect, if these things cross, the 50 can break that 200 moving average. That's going to present an extremely great buying opportunity for future growth. As long as it breaks out of this wedge right here, goes out of the support, looks like it tried to break it out today, which is awesome. If I could get them at like 1033, I would probably add to this position, see for the run up to $13, which has historically been a strong resistance level. That's a 30% gain in freaking 1 week. That's killer. You're not even working 9 to noon to get that, right? It literally took me 10 minutes to analyze this stock. All you do is that once a week, you pick one position a week that crushes it and you're golden, right? Another thing I want to show you guys is Bollinger Bands. These are huge. I got a whole chapter on this because it's so important. This is going to show you your innate underlying volatility. So if I go maybe zoom out just a little bit more to weekly, we can see that these guys have been super volatile recently, but you have a constriction here. These Bollinger Bands are getting very close together. That means you're getting prepared really for a grander move because it's going to go big to small to big again, right? So once you establish that smaller constricting price level, that's where you want to start to look out for, okay, these guys are getting ready to pop again. They've got a lot of people, you see this volume right here, this volume trending down, this downward trending volume shows that people are chilling out. And when people chill out, that's when big moves happen. That's when symmetrical wedges finish. And that's when people get in, volume spikes, people crush it, especially after big red volume candles like this that indicate a maximum loss potential on the stock. If you look here at the monthly, we're looking at another huge red volume candle. Let me get rid of dividends here just so you guys can see it a little bit better. Events. Yeah, there you go. So we get rid of dividends. You can see they had a split here, which was a very nominal split, 100 to 104. But in a grander sense, it was a huge red volume candle on this giant sell-off, which is a terrific indicator of reversal potential, especially in a swing trade setup like this, where you have a terrific symmetrical wedge setup right after a complete bottom, a market reversal. And, media was all over this when they were a $7 stock because they were at the same level they were at this historical support level after the 2008 crash, which is a terrific long-term breakout, bounce off that support level and go out and crush it. And the only way you do that is by establishing your technical setups. And it's something, especially with MACD, I don't know if these guys have broken it yet on the weekly, but they were absolutely crushing it on the monthly, right? So oh my God, they freaking it. So if I maximize this real quick for you guys, if you look at every single time the price goes up, and then it crashes through the MACD crash. You see this orange line, this purple line cuts through the orange line, huge downtrend. This purple line goes above the orange line, huge uptrend. Purple line goes below it, same thing. It keeps happening over and over. Well, let's see if history repeats itself. Guys, it's not that tough. Here's the purple line, here's the orange line. It just crossed the orange line. It's right there in the MACD. Historically proven here in the '08 crash, proven in the dot-com bubble. It's gonna it's right there. You can expect, put a 5 or 10% position. I got I think a 7% diversified position in this. I talk all about diversification in chapter 35. The point of chapter 35 is so that you don't, burn yourself on your beginning trades. You don't start to just lose your whole portfolio because one stock goes wrong. But you look at a position like this, and the underlying financials are sketchy. The company definitely has some work to do. But once you get into the chart, you could care less about the company. When you see a setup like this, it's so immensely valuable and so freaking crazy. It's like, guys, this is the power of technical analysis and technical setups. Now, if you guys don't know, I've actually got a super cool thing going on. We started this day off looking at TD Thinkorswim. This is the exact platform I've used to develop the skill set and apply everything in this book to learn how to trade and learn how to crush it in the marketplace. And that's something that I've been doing for so long now. And I want to share with you, this is an amazing platform that, it's a broker, right? But look, seriously, all I did was go into this account and I just opened my brokerage account. I didn't actually open it because I just turned 18. $0 in this account. You don't have to fund the account, but you get instant access to literally the world's best trading platform. This is an amazing trading platform, and they've got everything you can use for any indicator setup, any setups, and all you got to do is add any study you want. They've got so freaking many studies, so you can add, if you go to drawing studies, studies, and you want to learn, like, okay, is this stock going to make money today? Well, I don't know. Let me edit my studies. Maybe I want to add something really weird, like the Chikamoshi clouds, which apparently they don't have. It's really weird. Sometimes, Yahoo Finance, they have some weird stuff. Ikimoku clouds are cool. Like, there's so many things you can add as indicators, which is just so freaking cool, because it's like, oh, okay, you see historically when it was red, it went up. When it was red, it went up. When it was red, it went up. So we'll see if that historically, follows through. This is just, you find like 10 positions like this, fill a portfolio with them, and then maybe add a couple more, because that's bad diversification. But you do that and you're going to crush it, man. You're going to crush it. So that's why I want to share with you this super special offer where, like, these guys are actually going to give you $300 to $1,000 on bonus for signing up your account with them. You don't even have to fund it. You just make an account, and then after you make an account, they're actually going to give you free trades, free cash in your account. You can use that to make some freaking amazing trades, get your positions in, start investing, learn how to do this with real money, get your emotions in on it, so that when you commit to a position, it's really going to have an impact on your psychology and your mindset, because you're going to go out there and you're going to be wondering, man, like what if this trade goes wrong? Like, what if I lose money on this? Like, I got to crush it. And once you get in the mindset that you're going to crush it, that's when you're going to start to bring surreal results in the marketplace, pursue your education, go out there and kill it. So what I want to do right now is, if you click the link below, there's actually going to be a super sweet sign up form. I'm going to give you guys a sample of this book. You sign up, you tell me, hey, I'm interested. Let me get my personalized link. I want to sign up, get this TD bonus, $500 or like $300 to $1,000 sign up bonus, 50 free trades, stuff like that. All this awesome free stuff they're going to give to you, and you're going to get the world's most amazing trading platform in existence and absolutely crush it. You sign up for that. I'm gonna give you your personalized link. You're gonna get that free bonus, and I'm gonna give you guys a sample of 9 to Noon for free. You're gonna get this whole thing. This is the book that will take you from 0 to 100 personal finance investing. You're gonna learn how to absolutely crush it, trading stocks, making money with investments, killing your personal finances and investments, so that you can go out in the marketplace and crush it, build real savings and retirements. I want to give you this sample for free. All you got to do is check out the information below. I'll give you your personalized bonus sign up link, so you can get onto this stuff, start charting right now, and get that experience behind your belt, so that you can have the exact patterns you need for success in the marketplace, so you can build real savings and retirement through long-term diversified portfolios and get in on the stocks like Apple that are like the backbone of the American economy. You look at this stuff, indicator after indicator after indicator. You look at indices, you look at GSPC. Like, this is the stuff that people are literally betting their entire lives on, because it freaking works. And it's just insanely powerful. And that's why I want to share with you. Yahoo Finance, Thinkorswim, they're killer platforms. Click the link below, sign up, get your bonus, get your free book. I hope you guys found this valuable. There's a ton more stuff about it on here. I can't wait to share it with you. Hope you guys enjoy your days. Have an amazing time. Thanks so much. Have a good one.